Taylor Swift is having bad blood with Blake Lively. I am not your dragon. I knew it. Blood is brewing, Kim. Look, this news, Colleen Hoover is back. She's not retired, and she scraped all posts, mentions, photos of Blake Lively. The whole thing's gone. What does that mean?
Alliances have the power to make or break you in an instant. You're the golden pair for a time. The next, you're seeing the silent departure of family members, friends, and even coworkers. For years, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have worked to project an image of humor, charm, and an almost ideal partnership. However, recent occurrences have called into doubt that well-constructed persona. The A-list celebs who are now separating from Blake and Ryan will astound you. 1. Swift.
Mega celebrity friend. On many occasions, Taylor was used to threaten and intimidate Justin into giving in to Blake's demands. Recently, Taylor's team came out to speak about how Taylor was not part of the problem.
Blake Lively and Taylor Swift were inseparable for years. They appeared to be an inseparable pair in Hollywood's affluent social circles, went on vacation together, and shared amusing Instagram tales. Ryan Reynolds also had a close relationship with Taylor, publicly supporting her profession and even making brief appearances in her shenanigans on social media. Swift even used the names of Lively and Reynolds' children in her songs, demonstrating how close their families were. What changed then?
Revealed that Taylor was heavily involved in production with her.
I mean, honestly, she's with me on this experience the whole time, all throughout it, so like she lived this with me.
Swift found herself in an awkward situation as a result of the turmoil between Lively, Reynolds, and It Ends With Us director Justin Baldoni. Reports surfaced that Lively had utilized Swift's name and reputation to obtain leverage in the conflict without Taylor's full knowledge or approval, amid suspicions of intimidation methods. This disclosure marked a turning point in their friendship, as did private texts that alluded to Lively's backstage activities.
I happen to have a few dragons, better or worse, but usually for better, because my dragons also pick those I fight for. So really we all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine.
Lively's reference to Swift as one of her dragons, a word that suggests a strong friend she could use in conflicts, is among the most damning allegations. During the controversy surrounding It Ends With Us, Lively allegedly used Swift's name to put pressure on Baldoni, according to a YouTube live stream that discussed the matter. Swift, who is known for fiercely defending her reputation and brand, apparently had no idea how involved she had become in the debate. Taylor was not pleased with this abuse of her power. It probably seemed like a betrayal to think that her name was being used in a Hollywood quarrel without her consent, and it transpired in a way that was difficult for her to control.
She feels like she was leveraging her name. As we reported, there was a critical meeting at Blake and Ryan's new penthouse with Justin to discuss a scene that Blake had rewritten for It Ends With Us. Justin has said the meeting got super heated and he felt ambushed as Ryan and Taylor showed up.
A meeting in the penthouse of Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds seems to be a pivotal point in the collapse. Taylor Swift was well aware that the meeting's goal was to talk about the It Ends With Us controversy with Baldoni, according to Lively's account of events. Swift, on the other hand, was oblivious of the larger power conflicts in Hollywood and believed she was just supporting a friend, according to sources close to her.
Swift feels like she was used by Blake Lively in her war with Justin Baldoni. She resents Blake calling her one of her dragons and leveraging her name. What did I say?
If accurate, this would clarify why Swift is said to feel coerced by Lively's behavior. Given her propensity of being drawn into public disputes, she would not want to be unintentionally at the center of an impending Hollywood feud.
Deposition of Taylor Swift is like a nightmare for her. It's a nightmare. It's got to be a nightmare for Blake and Ryan. No one wants Taylor. I'm sure the last thing they're going to want is Taylor Swift to go subpoenaed.
Taylor Swift has kept quiet, at least in public, about the matter despite the circulating reports. This is consistent with her tendency to incorporate personal conflicts into her songs rather than directly address them. Fans may notice clues of this turmoil in future songs, mysterious social media posts, or even a shift in her inner circle, if history is any guide. However, her quiet does not imply that she is not acting. According to reports, Swift has been discreetly eliminating Lively and Reynolds from her guest list for the Super Bowl suite she hosted. This action implies she's making a fresh start, considering her history of severing connections with ex-friends and partners that cross boundaries.
it's questionable at minimum. And I would not be surprised if Taylor said about that. One of the things I've said through the thing that I cannot reconcile is that Taylor's been such an advocate.
Many people are wondering if Lively's recent public remarks are an attempt to control the damage as the rumors get more intense. She might be attempting to deflect responsibility and lessen the consequences rather than accept full responsibility. Lively's attempts to change the story could only exacerbate Taylor Swift's feelings of being taken advantage of in this circumstance. Swift's enormous reach and fervently devoted fan following may be causing Lively to receive more criticism than she expected.
Blake Lively, you deserve all of this! This is a reckoning she needs to hear. This isn't bullying.
It is more than just a breach of trust when a friend's notoriety and power are used without their express agreement. It's a minefield of ethics. According to reports, Taylor Swift's image was utilized without her consent. Swift has been outspoken about artists retaining creative control and resisting industry exploitation. Her admirers are aware of the irony and consider this to be just another instance of how even Hollywood may catch the most influential artists in the crossfire. Although neither party has released an official statement, Kim Kardashian's actions speak louder than words. Swift's subtle distance from her suggests that, if past experiences are any guide, this friendship may not recover. Taylor may take her time before making any final decisions, but when she does, they will be well considered and decisive.
I need help. I need back. You don't do that without talking. You know what I mean?
Right. People are putting snake emoji. Taylor hates snakes. Kim Kardashian.
The damage might already be done to Lively. Long-term consequences could result from losing Taylor Swift's trust and, consequently, her influential network. Their previously impregnable public image is continuing to crumble as more Hollywood insiders start to doubt their ties with Lively and Reynolds.
Sources say Taylor has also learned Blake has been inappropriate letting her name for a long time, like telling a young actress Taylor cast her, which simply did not happen. Oh my God, if this is true.
The best-selling author of It Ends With Us, Colleen Hoover, was first perceived as Blake Lively's buddy. She had openly praised Lively's participation and strongly backed her casting in the movie adaptation. But as hostilities between Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and director Justin Baldoni increased, Hoover was thrust into an unanticipated scandal that ultimately resulted in her quietly but publicly severing her relationship with Lively.
With Us started the drama, and her reaction towards it has further enhanced the not-so-pleasant belief people have about her. Justin was the one who initially reached out.
Hoover took a bold step as the consequences started. Her Instagram account was disabled. Fans questioned whether she was attempting to sidestep the escalating drama by abruptly withdrawing from social media. Rumor had claimed that Hoover was reevaluating her position on Lively's participation in the production as the uproar surrounding claimed Ends With Us reached new heights. However, what transpired after Hoover returned to Instagram stoked rumors. Rather than going back to her regular activities, she cleared her account, deleting any references to Blake Lively and 32 posts. She also unfollowed 11 accounts, and Lively's name was oddly absent from her public support system, as if that weren't enough of a statement.
Justin starts fighting back by releasing overwhelming evidence against Blake. And what did Colleen do this time? Deactivated the same account she used as a platform to stand up for Blake, which is a way to remove herself from conversation after seeing